This is Jack Stanley, and I have the flu, so I sound a little, little rough. But that's okay. I'm faring okay. This all started last night. Came to a point this morning, and now it's the afternoon, and feeling kind of miserable, and feeling sort of like someone took a mallet and hit me over the head, and I'm just kind of floating around. But I'll be better shortly. But I thought while I was here and thinking about health, and I'm thinking about the future. It's always fun to think about the future because everything is a possibility because the future has not arrived, so everything is discussable. And I thought about it. People always talk about living forever or living for a long time and trying to keep our bodies healthy. Well, my question would be this, and I'm sure it's going to happen, and I'm sure it's being thought of, and maybe it's been experimented with already. But the time will come, I'm sure of it, that we will be doing brain transplants. Now, what do I mean? I mean taking our brains. Our brains is our seat of knowledge, our personality. It's everything that who we are is our brain. And we'll just change the host. That's a possibility. Why not? And perhaps in 100 years, there will be brain-enhancing drugs that will keep the brain young and healthy. Maybe we'll discover various things that can keep the brain working and maybe staying young. While we can't keep our bodies young, maybe we can find a way to keep our brains young. And therefore, maybe 100 years from now, maybe 200 years from now, it'll be a common thing, a brain transplant. I'll see you next week. I don't know what I'm going to look like, but I'm changing my body. that could very well be. And you'll look different, of course, but it'll be you. Isn't that amazing? And really, I think that is going to be a reality long before this cryogenics and freezing bodies and all this other stuff, because the body as a whole wears. The knees, I can tell you, my knees are shot and my ankles, everything. It sounds like I'm going up a creaky staircase when I stand up sometimes. But if I could take my brain and deposit it in another young body, that I don't know how that would all work. Maybe they would grow bodies. Maybe there'll be a way to do this and just have them in suspended animation until they pop into the brain, and there we are. This may sound completely crazy, but why not? I think that the future and the elongation of life will have a lot to do with brain transplants in the future. And I'm sure there are people doing it now. I'm sure there are people working on such ideas, and that perhaps 100 years from now, many different ailments will have vanished. And perhaps those who are so lucky to do so will find themselves in a young body and living life all over again with all the knowledge of the previous life. Sounds pretty fascinating, and won't it be interesting if it really does happen? Thank you.